watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a man's preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Big grade and ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Little short pass here to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of. Yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one. A lot more to go. Now the Saints' third-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Again, it's Miller. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First and 10, it's Levis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. A 2nd down throw from Levis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, for the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that their offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. but I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. 2-2.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4.
Watch. Big ace.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Levis back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. In motion right is Thomas. Murray now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On the counter, it's Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Matt Judon that time who worked. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Levis now on 2nd down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Murray again. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Omaha, 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 Omaha. Hurry up.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Come on. Hey. Hey, shit.
A final shot before half for Murray. Throw out wide is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Levis to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Good play there by Bateman. Nice catch and a first down. Trying to overcome what was largely a lost season in 2022 with only 6 games played and under 300 yards. Hoping this year can...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Well, Spears with another carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he will have a Titans first down.
At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. And Levis going back to the air. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tyjae Spears with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Green. 2-2-1.
First down, Murray. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hey, Ace, Ace. Hey. 2-2.
Here's Murray. He's got room at the 30. He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They're going to run with Taysom Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Thomas goes in motion left. Murray going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Moore, 76 yards. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed him perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Right back to Spears. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 3rd and 3. Third and short, it's Levis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Murray now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have broken or tied and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That pass taken in by Burks. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on second down. Levis sets up to throw here. Gets it to Burks. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Levis, he'll look to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Spears. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Right back to him on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This is 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Levis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many